Good morning, this is Yarrow here from Yarrow.tv. It's the start of my day and I thought I'd quickly sneak in a video to you guys because I'm hopefully going to try and get a lot done today. I hope you can get a lot done whatever you're doing today as well. And it reminded me of one of the best techniques. Now it's as simple as this is going to sound, but it's still one of the best techniques I have for actually getting myself going when I haven't started work yet. So I'm looking to get the productive engine going, start building some momentum, and roll into a period where I might actually do a bunch of different tasks in 2 or 3 or 4 hours. It may not be working on my business for 2 or 3 or 4 hours. It might be 2 hours of business. I might do exercise. I might cook lunch, but I'll be very continuous in doing things. I'm not going to sit on the couch and watch TV. And that's actually one of the places where I think the transition using this technique is really important. So whenever you're in an apathetic mood, a depressed mood, you just don't feel like you're going anywhere with your business, all of these reasons that will make you just not feel like working. Now, this technique I actually first talked about in an article I wrote called How to Remain Productive When You Feel Like Giving Up. Now, I'll link to that article on my blog underneath this video on YouTube, or you can go to my blog Entrepreneur's Journey and find it there. That article was actually quite surprising for me how popular it turned out to be. I guess the headline is really great, How to Remain Productive When You Feel Like Giving Up. It wasn't a long article, but it was just some tips I wrote on how you can get yourself going. And in that article I talked about this tip. So, are you ready for it? It's genius. So what I do to get myself started, and I'm going to give you the one specific thing I usually do, it's all about building momentum. And to start my momentum, I usually begin with low-level tasks. In fact, the number one thing I will do to get myself going is wash my dishes. Yep, that's right. It's one of the best business productivity tips I can give you is to wash your dishes. You might apply it to another chore, maybe doing your laundry or fixing something around the house. Whatever the case is, something that is a bit more menial, a bit simple to do. But for me, doing the dishes, and I should explain, I actually have a dishwasher. So my dishwasher does most of my dishes, but the pots and pans and the big things that don't go well in the dishwasher, I wash by hand. And they tend to build up. And it's interesting because my dishes are actually a sign for me of frustration if there's a big pile of them, especially if I go to cook something and they're dirty. So and this is important, the gratification, the sense of satisfaction of seeing the dishes done and completing that task triggers an emotion in me that I want to get more of that feeling. I want more of that I've just completed a task feeling. And that's when I then transition to doing work. So I start working on my to-do list on my computer, just behind me over there, to get busy and get creative and get producing. So it's really, for me, the starting point, the trigger point. It's a low-level activity. It's basically labor, but it's something for me that just starts the engines rolling. And it's really important to focus on momentum when it comes to productivity. It's great for you to be doing work because it leads to doing more work, which leads to getting a result, which leads to being motivated to doing more work, and so on and so forth. It's all about momentum because that's how you start to build first a small business and a big business. Celebrating little successes, but little successes only come if you're actually getting things done. So starting at the beginning with dishes for me leads to getting work done during a day, which leads to getting lots of work done during a week, which leads to getting an outcome with my business, which makes me want to do more work, and surprisingly enough, makes me want to do more dishes as well. So that's my productivity technique. Please check out my How to Remain Productive If You Feel Like Giving Up article if you haven't read it before. It is a few years old now, but it's something that always helps people. It's got more comments and more shares than most of the articles in my blog. You'll find it linked underneath this video on YouTube, or go to my blog entrepreneurs-journey.com to read it and learn more about some of the techniques you can apply to get busy if you just don't feel like it today. My name is Yarrow Stark. Thank you for watching this video. Go to Yarrow.tv to opt into my newsletter and catch all of my other videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye-bye.